horses can teach us a lot about being human, and there's an irony there in that in their horsiness they actually teach us to be better humans.
I think people might not know that a place like this exists. A lot of people that I've spoken to haven't heard of therapy with horses. This just very valuable, beautiful resource exists.
Horses are wonderful partners in our healing journeys. They are exquisitely sensitive, they have a huge radar, they can pick up on your feelings, your intention, your dreams, and feed it back to you in a way that I don't feel people are able to do. I think people can do it, but we've been desensitized to that part of our bodies. And so they can help us reconnect with that part of our bodies.
I feel a strong connection to the horses at Great Strides. I try not to have favorites, but it's kind of hard not to, especially when certain ones tend to teach you harder lessons.
My name is Emily Rosado. At Great Strides, I participate in equine facilitated learning, working with a therapist and a horse together, and getting feedback from that horse to help figure some issues out.
The horse therapist is facilitating in a way and leading the client in a way that I, as the human therapist, can only support. Client and horse really make decisions in terms of how the session is going to unfold.
A horse will move in when a person is really congruent with themselves and being very real and authentic. And they don't care how angry you are, how upset, how loud you're crying. They'll be right there standing there with you.
I'm a therapeutic horsemanship instructor, and I do EFL and conscious riding. What makes conscious riding different from typical horseback riding lessons is the awareness that we bring to the rider's own body and how that relates to the horse's body.
The connection that we foster between the horse and the rider is based on self-awareness and communication. We're actually showing people how horses can teach us things and helping the horse be understood by the student so that they can gain so much more than what they would if they were just riding around with no sense of what's really underneath them.
Well, at Great Strides, I find that it's not a one-size-fits-all riding program. So my daughter, who struggles a little bit with some motor coordination, has really thrived here.
More like my pace, and the other places are like, now we're going to trot, and even if you're not ready, you still have to trot.
The experiential aspect of working with animals is something I hadn't experienced and that I find very beneficial, because I learn best by doing things.
What makes Great Strides unique is we're a healing environment that is not in an office setting. It's a live laboratory for practicing skills that one can then take outside of the farm setting and make use of.
I would recommend Great Strides for someone who's interested in building a relationship with a horse, because rather than just having a riding experience, you have the whole horsemanship experience where there's a give and take. You care for the horse, they in turn take care of you while you're on their back.
The therapists are amazing. I've worked with several other therapists, and I've learned so much from working with Mary here and from being around the horses. It's just a very supportive, warm, and just caring place to be.
We always like people to come and visit, because you can't get a sense of what it's like here unless you experience it. This is a very experiential place.
And the invitation in coming here is about looking beyond the compartmentalized view of mental health. It's about who you are as a being with your awareness in interacting with other living, sensitive beings.